back once again to the Nerdbot podcast hosted by Nerdbot Media Company. I'm here once again with a group of wonderful people and some great guests today with me. I have, first of all, for the Nerdbot Crew, I have Adam Baroni taking the zip.
What's going on, guys? How you guys doing today?
Welcome. I also have Jaime T here.
Good evening, everybody.
Oh, he's Dracula today, so
I like accents.
you just got to get it out. I know you're doing some good accents today. I also got Aaron Golden.
Back for the first time. How you
Back
doing?
for the last time. First time for the last time, buddy. Right. All right. I also got Sanch.
Hey everyone, it's Sanch here. How's it going?
From Brothers Bear Podcast.
Yes, Brothers Bear Podcast, Monkey Monsters Cosplay, and 88 Miles Per Hour Podcast.
Nice. And then with him, I also see that we got Max Boyle.
Yeah, I don't have a one-word name like Sanch does. I'm not as cool. I got to work my way up.
What do you mean you're not as cool? You have the movie name.
Right.
Like, as of right now, I still don't know what genre to put you in horror, action, or pornography.
Max
I'll go with action.
Okay.
I'll throw all three in one.
Oh, Bond film. Triple X, the real
There
version.
you go.
We have Adele singing the theme song and everything.
Well, I'm really glad that you guys came down to, give us your presents because you guys have mad podcast chops. At least I've seen it for at least, how many years have you been going on? 2 years or more?
Well,
Longer?
for Brothers Bear, it's 3 years. 2 years doing it live in a studio, 1 year where we were in my kitchen. And then for 88, we're going on, 2 years, right?
Oh, so
Yeah.
88.
Yeah.
I joined about a year ago.
Nice.
Around this time, so yeah.
Yeah, so that one's like 2 years and a half, actually.
Nice. Well, I'm really glad that you guys are here. Before we get any further, Aaron's kind of fuming about something that's been bothering him. Enough so
That flaming red shirt.
He sat down in front of a QWERTY keyboard and decided to rant online. And you can check it out at nerdbot.com. And you can also find it through facebook.com/nerdbotmedia. But Aaron, what's grinding your gears?
Grinding my gears. That's funny. I don't know. I like to play
not
video
that funny,
games. Video games are fun. You look forward to new games that come out. You hope it's going to be great. And Star Wars Battlefront is not one of those games.
Wars.
Oh.
Oh.
Sad to hear.
So
Yeah.
I get like I'm feeling like you're channeling Zach. Zach, for those of you who are here that don't know
overrated.
Zach definitely has his disdain for Star Wars, but definitely feels that it's overrated. So Aaron, you're channeling that.
It's not even. It's not. It's not also. Well, it is overrated, but it's also overpriced.
Okay, I think everybody's agreed on the price just because we're tired of getting screwed over with prices, but.
Right. Well, it's Star Wars. EA had a lot to live up for, just like the movie that's coming out. Everybody's hoping this movie's going to be great, and but it's best to go in with low expectations to be blown away by anything that you see. That,
Like every date
How
night.
optimistic
Set
are
the
you?
bar low so you're never disappointed?
yeah, exactly, man.
Aim low, kids.
That's why when you online date, you hope you don't get catfish. You go in very slow, and you just hope that everything works out. And she's beautiful, and she is, but she's probably not.
She's not,
and that's
yeah.
what Battlefront is.
Wow.
It's called high angles, man.
How long were you waiting for that game to
Up
come
in the
out?
corner, you gotta look up.
Yep, exactly.
Everybody was waiting for this game to come out. People pre-ordered it like months before it even came out because you knew it was Star Wars. You knew it was going to be great. By the time they told us that there was not going to be a campaign in this game, that you're just going to be like online only.
Mm-hmm. How far into
match.
that was that, by the way?
What do you mean? When we knew
when you
about
found
that?
out, when you found out.
We found out. I think that about E3.
Celebration, I think.
Celebration.
Okay, so it was
yeah.
I think
Pretty
it was
early.
celebration. So
Pretty early.
April?
Yeah.
April.
Yeah.
Okay.
About April. So they had months to even add a campaign, but they weren't going to do that anyway. So knowing that, people still pre-ordered this game and they were hoping that it was going to be great. My friend, he's a huge Star Wars head.
He uses that term loosely, friend.
Because he was excited too. It's Star Wars. We got to get it. Yeah, let's go get it. Well, anyway, the game's been out for a few weeks now, and he tells me, Aaron, if it wasn't Star Wars, I would not be playing this game at all.
Wow.
Meaning like if it was just a Call of Duty game.
Yeah. No. Well, no, because I will say this. This Call of Duty...
You mentioned that earlier. I definitely like you to elaborate on that.
I'm not a huge Call of Duty head either. I'm saying, but this one, when Treyarch makes video games, and when they do Call of Duty, they're usually damn good or better than the last one. Like Advanced Warfare was complete shit to me in my opinion. But Black Ops 3, it's really good. I really like it.
Yeah, that game's a shit.
I really enjoy it. Do you guys play any video
Sanch,
games? Or?
Max, do you guys play any games?
Yeah, well, those are actually the only games I play right now. I want
Coincidental.
So you have an opinion.
Black Ops 3. I haven't gotten it, but the only reason why I want to buy it is for zombies. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
love
awesome in
zombies.
that
High
too.
five,
Zombies
right?
is awesome in that
I don't
game.
even own a PlayStation or an Xbox, and I just want the game for zombies.
Yeah, it's amazing, dude.
Oh no, yeah, that's what's great about this. For $60, let's compare. You get a
don't even know why I
campaign.
said that.
You can do
Why did I say
four-player co-op with your friends. Okay, that's always fun. Even though we don't live together anymore, we don't. Well, I never lived with my friends anyway, but we'd have sleepovers and we'd
come over.
play the game.
You basically live together.
So you get your campaign, you get your multiplayer. Oh, and when you're done with that, let's play zombies all for $60.
Right?
That's a great deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now Star Wars Battlefront. Let's compare that, okay? There's about maybe three modes, and I'm just being nice about this because it's usually, maybe to me, it's about 2 modes.
Gameplay modes as far as multiplayer or...
Yeah, Blast
Okay.
and Fighter Squadron and everything else is complete shit in this game. Complete
Wow.
shit. But I will say that it is a beautiful looking game.
Yeah.
They put
Yeah.
a lot of time into this. Like Hoth looks amazing.
Yeah.
Endor looks beautiful. Like you're actually in the. Like,
I think
national
Endor would be the challenge because of the just the way to have to design the scenery, because Hoth is just a lot of white. You can get away with that one. It's got some rocky features to it, I've seen, but yeah, I definitely at this point in the game light, if you're not up in your graphics right now using the maximum capacity of the machines, you're not going to be selling a great visual masterpiece, and you'll be losing out on that.
I think. See, one of the problems here is that when PS4 came out and Xbox One came out, a lot of people were just wanting to see, let me see the new graphics. Let me see the difference between 360 and PS3 to Xbox One
It's got
and PS4.
64 bits, bro.
So, and it's funny because when 1886, the order came out, that was like one of the first few PlayStation exclusives everybody was looking forward to. And when it came out, again for $60, it got really bad reviews. And so I decided to pick it up anyway.
Okay.
And
Optimism.
but I picked it up 2 days ago because for Black Friday deals it was $10. I was like,
Nice.
fine, I'll do it.
Okay.
All right.
Not bad.
It was in the bin.
Wait in line for that.
Oh, it was a special. It was a Black Friday special.
Yeah, for $10.
Doorbuster.
I also picked up Wolfenstein New Order for $6. When I heard that was a really good game.
Everybody's
anyway.
just coming out with a
not
new
bad.
order and a first order, and
I got Assassin's Creed Unity for $8.
well, aren't you the bargain?
Oh, yeah.
Sanch, it seemed like you had a reaction when Aaron kind of mentioned that the game might not be all what it is.
Well,
Where are you on that line since you've been playing it? I just want to get a quick opinion.
Wait, on which game?
on
Battlefront.
Battlefront. On Battlefront.
I actually played it.
You've
Did you
actually
play it?
No, I haven't played it.
Oh, I thought you said you played it. You were talking about Call of Duty.
Yeah. No,
Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me then. Continue. I'm sorry. I totally sidetracked that. My bad.
It suffers from repetition for me.
Okay, yeah.
The guns don't even feel like of substance. Like I feel like I'm shooting tiny little rainbows of like lasers at people, and maybe they die.
You don't appreciate laser blast. That's why. You don't appreciate the technology that goes into
I don't.
60 BBY laser technology.
Here's the
okay?
problem with right now with EA is that when Titanfall came out, right? Everybody loved Titanfall, but not many people played it that often.
Is that the game where the robot suits fell out of the sky and
yeah,
everyone's
you
like,
call your
let's
Titan
be
down.
Okay.
That was a cool concept,
I wanted
but it had no campaign at all. Well, no, I mean, it did not. Okay, so I'll say it did. It technically, it sort of did, but it really didn't.
So did Battle Tanks, but that was short-lived as well. Same kind of feature.
But that was also done by EA and Respawn. So now EA, of course, did Battlefront. And I don't know why are we letting these companies get away with not putting in the extra time to give us something that we should be paying for that is paying for our buck.
As well as shifting that time to DLC, which you're going to have to pay for it. Extra.
Yeah. So now because this game, it has like 4 maps maybe, 4 maps and a few features and stuff. Hey, let's pay another $50 so we can get the other part of the game, and now we can have a complete game for $100.
Yep.
No, get out of here, dude.
But people are gonna pay it though.
People are going to play it because they love Star Wars, and EA's using that against us. Hey, you love Star Wars? We know you do. Here, man, $50.
I think they're going to have to do it as much as they can until they just can't do it anymore. Like, a lot of, kind of money grabs like that will eventually run out because people will get smarter than that, or there will be a more competitive just a better option.
It sold well, so EA is going to say, "Hey, we can put out anything."
So,
For now.
Just put the Star Wars label on it. They'll buy it.
Battlefront is the Transformers of the video game.
I wouldn't say it's that bad. I wouldn't say it's that bad.
Yeah, a visual masterpiece that is discerning.
And it's garbage, yet it made tons of money, and
It
they're
did.
continue to make more, and that's
Yeah.
what's going to happen with Battlefront.
Yeah.
I think it's
Let's just kill ourselves, guys.
the
just end the
gameplay
podcast.
wasn't that good. I played the Heroes campaign. And
Oh, God forbid.
and that was my
I'm
introduction,
sorry.
you know. And I was like, Luke Skywalker. Like, I don't want to even be Luke Skywalker.
No.
Like, I didn't feel honored enough to play as Luke.
How
And-
dare you?
And then, exactly. I was like, I haven't gone through the training. I'm still a Padawan. I'm not ready for Luke.
We still gotta use the little robot that shoots laser beams at you.
Exactly. So I was playing it, and then it was just. I mean, visually it was amazing, but
Visually, yeah.
I was getting worked because I was playing a teenager, so of course I'm gonna get worked. And so, he was
There's
the
no
emperor,
match for those teenagers.
Exactly,
Seriously,
dude.
man.
So you know, it was just all right.
I mean,
Like,
well, as far as since you have gameplay, Max,
yeah.
what do you think as far as the points that Aaron's making in regards to the negative areas of the game? Or do you agree with that? What are you seeing? What are you seeing as with fresh eyes? Whereas
feel-
the tired gamer eyes and Aaron's eyes, the blood that reeks out of his eyes
Yeah.
from that.
I feel like I didn't play the whole game. I just played like the Heroes campaign. So.
Let's
I
pretend
just
like you
wasn't.
played the whole
Well,
game.
like, again, visually, like that's gonna get
Oh, yeah.
me to play. But as far as the gameplay and actual like game modes, like when I heard that they weren't gonna have a campaign, I was like, "What's the point?"
Yeah.
You know, because the bar should be Battlefront 2. Like that is
should be
absolutely
the
one of the
bar.
best games on the PS2. and you're talking about like what 900 games on that platform,
Dude,
so that should be the standard, and that came out 10 years ago, 12 years ago. So
I put a chart up there on the article here.
On your
You've
article,
probably seen the chart already online.
Nerdbot.com. Check it out.
Yeah, Battlefront 2 has way more stuff inside that game than this current
That was a
Battlefront
really good
does.
chart, by the way. It shows you. It basically is a
Night and day.
a night and day chart, basically, that shows you on one side it's got the Battlefront, and on the other side it's got the
Like what
is it?
features it has.
Yeah, like
and all
which
that.
one it has. And
Yeah.
it definitely lays it out pretty good. So make sure you check it out at nerdbot.com. Is that it, or do you have some hell to pay? Or I mean, here's
my other thing. is
final
that-
words to Lord George Lucas,
To Disney.
to Disney Lucas,
He's listening right
to
now.
Mickey Mouse.
to Lucas Mouse.
There's a lot more better Star Wars games than this one. Everybody knows that. And even George Lucas probably knows that.
Star Wars Tiger Electronics game. Check
He's
them
just
out.
counting this.
No. I mean, this game came out when around the time it just recently came out. You got the Fallout 4. You know,
Yeah.
you got the Call of Duty Black Ops.
lot of
you got your
competition.
Halo 5.
Hell yeah.
Metal Gear.
The summer
Mid-
of video games.
Yeah, I mean, Metal Gear Solid came out like just recently, right before that. So, like, I mean, I think a lot of people feel let down. They already have the game, so they're just gonna hope that it gets better, and that's just where we are with Battlefront right now.
Well, I think everybody in the third world feels for you.
Oh, can I say one more thing? Can I say
Yeah.
one more thing?
Yeah, good.
So I put a few hours into 1886 The Order,
Okay.
and it's not a video game. It's actually a big ass cutscene. It's a
Okay.
cutscene
What?
to another cutscene to another cutscene. In fact, chapter 2 was a whole damn cutscene.
Dragon's
This whole
Lair?
game goes in chapters.
Skip.
I got to chapter 3,
Okay.
and not only does the gameplay suck, I deleted the game after that. I bought the game digitally, downloaded it, deleted it at chapter 3. I had enough.
Damn.
I was in one building. I went to 4 straight fucking cutscenes without killing anybody or shooting. Like, in
Oh,
fact,
man.
So it's like a movie.
it's a movie, and the story sucks. I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
See, I love video games. I played a lot of great ones, so I can compare them.
They misted you.
Man, dude,
They misted you good.
it's so bad, dude. It's so.
If you guys don't know about Mist,
Oh, the
That
mess.
was like a
turn over a
six
rock.
disc
Yes.
game or something.
Turn over a rock and look up
80 hours of
Mist.
gameplay.
Well, I definitely want to talk about the Brothers Bears podcast, guys. So, let me know. Like again, I asked it a little bit earlier, but I definitely want to know like what started it all. Like, how did you guys decide? You know, you asked us that. How did we all meet? How did you meet all these people that are gonna motivate you to create a podcast and just have one great idea?
Well, with Brothers Bear, before 88 came about, sadly my other co-host from that actual podcast is my brother Carlos, and then our other co-host Shweddy. They couldn't make it.
Okay.
But the way Brothers Bear started was it was just because our love for podcasts before that. Like, I guess it was more Kevin Smith, like in 07.
Okay.
It's
Podcast.
when I was like listening to podcasts was in 07. Also, too, I was huge into Frosty, Heidi, and Frank throughout the years. And just that dynamic of
KLOS.
like three friends just yapping away, you know, just talking about, you know, and just joking around. And
97.1 free FM.
right? And
Boobs.
it's like all I was listening to was that, and me and my little brother, we always geek out. And then same with Shweddy, like ever since I met him back in 2000, like same, like when we got together, we would geek out and just joke. And then roughly around in 2012 that's when my little brother, one of his friends, was like a tech nerd, and he figured how to do podcasts.
Nice.
And we were like, all right, he's like, oh, we should do it. My little brother did a podcast with his friends, and I'm like, and that's when I got together. I'm like, we got to figure out. I want to do a podcast too. Let's do something. Nice. So then originally it was supposed to be me and my little brother, hence the name, the Brothers Bear Podcast. Yeah. And we were gonna have like a Lisa May, you know, like Kevin and Bean style, like, and that was gonna be our guy Shweddy. So we were just gonna be talking about just the stuff we love. And yeah, from there, that's where Brothers Bear Podcast kind of became. The name comes from our love of funny bears, you know, more so like Humphrey Bear. If you guys ever seen those old Disney shorts where, you know, there's like a bear, like that's where it came from. That, and my little brother called me a polar bear once because I was sleeping a lot when he was like a little kid.
That's funny.
So
that is the most noble of all bears to be called. It is the polar bear, so I would take that as a compliment. And I know that you guys are into cosplay as well, right?
Yeah, well, the cosplay it came about because...
How do you, like, everybody has a kind of like an interesting story of how they get into cosplay or the cosplay life. And I've seen your pictures and they're good. You guys do good stuff.
You're a meme.
So that means that you guys
You're
are...
an actual meme.
That means you guys are sucked in closer to the middle of the black hole vortex of cosplay than most. So how did you get that close to that?
Well, all right. For me, what happened? It was I lost my hair, so it sucks when I want to cosplay as something. I just look like a cholo when I cosplay. When I do my Back to the Future, I just look like Martin McFly. You know, like, I don't look like, you know. I'm like, man, I look like a cholo. I'm like, you know.
Marty.
When
no tamales, Marty.
By the way, and the thing is like when I did Hunter S. Thompson, that one worked out because I already had the bald head and everything, you know, and I was like,
you just needed a vest and a gun.
Yeah, dude, and it worked out. That year when I went to the con, like everyone was like, oh my gosh, that's the best cosplay.
They knew, wow.
Yeah, and I even did like when I took off my hat, I actually let my hair grow and then I shaved like the middle part, so like I was all into it, you know.
Nice.
And then,
dedication.
Yeah, like I was just like, and that's how that started. And then I always wanted to dress up every year. Yeah. But Celebration came about, Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go, and I'm like, man, I really want to go. We got press passes and everything, so I'm like, let's go.
Nice.
But I'm like, I want to cosplay it. And at that point, originally I was just gonna do a Star Trek shirt and go around interview people, just to be, you know, try to be
to be that guy.
Yeah. But I'm like, nah, that's
shit.
That's played out. I want to cosplay, and that's when I was like, man, I'm like, and when I started thinking of like Han Solo, I was like, I'm just gonna look like a cholo. And then that's when I was like, oh,
Han Solo.
And then so I did Han Cholo, and then I'm like, I need a Chewie.
Start the montage.
Yeah, and then I'm like, it's like, you know, all the stuff coming out, and that's when I got Chewie, and my buddy Shweddy.
Chewie Baka.
See, that's the one thing, like, he hasn't been around except for Celebration. Okay. But he has I made a belt with like Tecate beers.
And he's freaking hairy. He's super hairy.
And he's hairy, and he has a poncho. And then my little brother jumped in. He's like, oh, I want to go. He's like, you know, I'm like, he was gonna do a Stormtrooper, but instead he ended up doing Darth Vader, and that's where he became Darth Vato.
These are great. I could go all day. Do you have any extended universe names?
Well, we do actually, because see, that's what happened with
the Mando Cholorians.
Like Celebration, we showed up first, and then our buddy who was filming for us, he's like, hey, just to give you a heads up, you know, the majority of like the audience here is gonna be white, so they may not get your cosplay. And we're like, fuck.
Yeah. We will.
White people don't know nothing about those gangsters.
And then we were like, at first we got worried because when we first started walking in, like no one's like, they're just looking at us like, the fuck, like maybe kind of holding their bags close and shit. Like it was weird. And out of nowhere, first the Latinos started coming up to us and being like, oh la raza, you know, and like taking pictures with us, and it was cool.
Frankie.
But then out of nowhere, that's when everybody started. So it was kind of popular, but not what happened in Long Beach. So when Long Beach was gonna roll around, I wanted like I'm like I had my girlfriend. I was like, oh, you should dress up like Princess Loca, like and then
keeps it going.
and she had that weekend she was gonna have her kids, so we're like, all right, well, what can we do? It was like maybe we could do him like an R2D2, and that the idea for R2D2. Not the design.
That's awesome.
Genius. Genius.
The design didn't come. That was all her. The design came from her, but the idea to make him Arturito was from Felipe Esparza, because he has a joke where he says that's the real freaking Mexican in the Star Wars.
Because he does that.
Because he's the shortest one. Mexicans are short. And we all whistle like So from there she ran with that. So that's how we created the cosplay.
I love the sombrero. If you guys haven't checked it out, did we post pictures of that? No, or it's on the Facebook, facebook.com/nerdbotmedia. I think Elvin shared it on the page, so you can check it out there.
Yeah.
So the Arturito is typical R2D2 design, but on a sombrero.
And poncho.
And poncho, but the illusion works so good that it's R2. It's just like dressing up as an R2, but in a different format and something everybody can appreciate. I love that you did that. That to me, so much originality in that. We got our first taste of like a cholo infusation to. Is that even a word? Infusation? It is now.
Infusion.
I'm gonna use it for the mixology videos for
For AJ.
For AJ, sorry. I haven't seen him so much. I got to see his face some more. But it was really cool just the way you guys incorporated that. And were you guys at the recent? Were you at Kamikaze?
Yeah, well, that's, okay. I'm not. I don't even know if any of you guys were actually. Well, there was a group photo. I can't remember who was in the group photo, but we did a group photo. But that was our other. We did another cosplay. We did Invader Zim. We did both. Yeah. Saturday we did the. This is where we were able to bring everybody this time. But see, here's the thing. They're like, oh, is there more names? We actually do have C-3PO. 3PO. C? We have Javier the Hutt. We have him. We have Josafet.
Trademark.
And we actually have a Wicket, and we have Lando.
Oh,
but
nice.
All of them couldn't make it because either work or something. So, and then our Chewie, we had a Chewie, but the night before he got in a pretty bad car crash.
Oh, no.
Flipped his car and everything. He was all right, but he couldn't make it. So
as most people are when they flip their cars.
and it's crazy because like that's the one thing everybody's like, oh, where's Chewie? Where's Chewie? So I always like tag the photo on them. But it was just nuts because like. We don't anticipate. No one anticipates like what's gonna hit. Like when you do something, no one knows. Yeah. And that's what happened with Long Beach.
Long Beach comes
Saturday,
crazy, man.
Yeah, like because Max was there. We were filming for the 88.
Max, were you dressed up or do you cosplay? No. You don't cosplay?
Not yet.
Okay. The night is young.
Yes.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Because Saturday we were there. We were just taking pictures, having fun. People were like, oh, it wasn't until Sunday. Where we had a bunch of people coming up to us like, you guys are famous online, and we're like, what?
That's viral. You guys went viral.
We're like, wait, what? And then that's when we took the idea and we're like, let's just run with this. So everything that I had planned, we switched, and we ended up doing this whole video. It was called Han Cholo Adventures, where I interviewed people in character.
That's
the whole video in character, everything.
So you essentially got to your goal of wanting to do a kind of media thing while involved in your cosplay too. Really good.
Yeah. So and then that wasn't until that week where we found out how big it was.
It was crazy.
Speaking of Felipe Esparza, I actually contacted him just to be like, hey, thanks for the idea. Like, like we ran with it and this was what we have. Next thing you know, he shares us on his social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. He gives us a shout out. Hey, go check out Brothers Bear Podcast. They were inspired by us. And everywhere, George Lopez shared it too.
Oh,
really? All over the place. Jeez. It was everywhere. And we're like, holy fuck. Like, it was nuts. Like, our thing went huge. And it was funny because, like, it'll lead to what happens now, but I was like, oh, someone's going to do it. So I made fake movie posters based off of the actual one. Nice. The one that's by Drew Stargin, like the one the old classic. Like, I did that one, the special edition one. Yeah, I did that one exactly. And then I did the very first original one where Luke Skywalker's like that, in which we didn't have him at the time. So then I did that. I posted them out. People were like, oh, that's nice.
So what's your rendition of Luke Skywalker?
Well, we didn't have him yet. But
what's your name?
But he's coming up. Loco Skywalker.
Okay.
He was actually there.
I like it.
And that's when Kamikaze rolled around. Like, let's do it again. Yeah. And now we could have everybody. Like, let's just do what we originally.
The whole cast.
Yeah, planned on doing at Long Beach because everybody couldn't go. And then we did it again, and And like, you know, a lot of people were all about Arturito, like, because, you know, he's a cute little kid.
It
you know?
looks great. Like it's one of the most impressive things I've seen because of the visual aspect of it. Like you look at it and hits you right there. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool because also too, what's awesome is just like he gets into it, bro, and he'll like he'll have like, even though he doesn't have a blaster, like, you know, he still will hold one.
He
and
goes
he's
pew,
like,
pew, pew.
yeah,
He like shoots people while they're taking their picture.
and it got like, again, it got a lot of attention, but also our other cosplay, the whole Invader Zim cosplay, like also too like took off, not in the same level, but a lot of people were stopping us and stuff.
I want to. Oh, if you let me, I want to touch on that. Frankie, who's somebody that you met, I think you met him at Kamikaze, and he's the one that showed us the picture of you. And Celebration. I think he might be following you. He might be outside waiting for you in the bushes. But he couldn't be here today, but he really wanted to be here. He's gone now. No, but he's the one that mentioned to us that you're also Invader Zim fan, and you got to meet
it was the voice of Gurr.
Okay.
Yeah, Ricky Simons.
Okay.
He was there. Actually, someone posted our picture, and his wife was like, "Please come to our table."
Nice.
So they did that connection, and I saw that. So we went over there, and then they all started dancing. Like there's actual video. We have it on our page. It's also on the video, but you see he's dancing. And there's also this one, I can't remember, but he does voice actor. He did the voice of the Scarecrow in Arkham Knight games.
Okay.
Yeah, he was there, and his kid was like dancing with Gurr and Ricky Simons. They're all dancing, and it was pretty cool. He took a picture with us. It was amazing. So that was like, it was just like, you know, it was a hit. And again, we didn't expect that to happen. But it wasn't until this past week where someone took our Long Beach, a picture from Long Beach, and just put Juan Solo, Princess
Cholo.
Lola or Lola, yeah, and then Arturito, and then it said, Estrella Horse, you know, and it says coming soon, you know, and that went huge again, viral. In which to me it was kind of like, I did a poster and no one cared. I actually put effort into it, you know, and I was like, and fucking.
But that's how you never know what's gonna go viral. You just gotta be perfect.
It was funny because I got tagged on it from a friend. Yeah. It was like, hey, have you seen this? And I'm like, dude, I was there when the picture was taken.
You see my arm right there holding the Coke? That was me.
No, that was me. I was giving out all the cards to the Brothers Bear. Like,
oh, nice.
Yeah, it again, so that hit. So that was the second viral thing where it was us three.
Yeah.
And it went huge. And then what happens is our group photo, someone actually stole our picture from, because I posted on Imager. Yeah. Because you can see my
the watermark?
Yeah, you can see it there. The Monkey Monsters cosplay, they kind of cut it out and then just posted it and went, again, huge. And that's still going. Yeah. And what's his Christ, I can't even
Michael Pena.
Yeah, Michael Pena, you know, he was an Ant-Man. He posted it yesterday on his, you know, so again, like, so 3 times we freaking went viral with that Han Cholo, you know,
it might be more. You don't even know. It's kind of just like having an illegitimate child now. Like it might just be out there. You don't know.
Yeah,
it's all over my
It's not okay. Right all right, it's not like that, but it's pretty much like that. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's cool, but like because of all of that, what happened after Long Beach, I ended up creating a side thing with our network called Monkey Monsters Cosplay, and that was with me, you know, my girlfriend and her kid. Mm-hmm. So that's our thing where we just go out our cosplay adventures, but we film a bunch of just fun stuff and everything.
So you can find the Brothers Bear podcast on iTunes, am I correct?
Yeah.
You guys, I've seen it on YouTube. Are you guys still putting it up on YouTube? I saw some old stuff.
Well, we do our show live every Monday night. Nice. So you could actually watch us on irantradio.com. Okay. Every Monday night, 7:30 p.m. Pacific. You could watch us, and then the following day they'll upload it on YouTube. Okay. But it's also on iTunes. Though I'm kind of behind on loading them. The one that's freaking is that I love 80s. It's huge, and my 2 co-hosts, they're not 80s like fans really.
Yeah. Well, when were they born?
Well, I mean, it shouldn't even matter because this guy wasn't even born in the 80s, and my other co-host wasn't even born in the 80s. Oh, so but I have them. And
damn, that hit a nerve right there. You're just like, it doesn't even matter. They should care.
Yeah. So I mean, they kind of tease me on the show about it. It's like a running gag. So then that's when originally
you're older than
our running jokes like, hey, remember when this came out? So
yeah. And this is like, yeah, I do.
So so that's where originally I created it, the show with another co-host, but she got so involved with school that's when I brought Max in. And Max, you could tell him all about 88.
Yeah, it was. Well, originally we had a YouTube idea, and we just. Yeah, and we wanted to do something as far as like media and kind of doing that, and then. Sanch was like, "Hey, 88's gonna go into the ground. I need somebody," and I was like, "All right, I'll do it."
Step up.
So, exactly.
Step up, little man.
Come off the bench. Come off the bench.
Yeah, I got Hoop Dreams, coach.
Put me in, coach. Put me in.
I'm ready.
So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I've been doing it for about a year,
Nice.
and we just talk about 80s stuff. So my thing is I do retro games. Like I love retro games. I collect. That's like my kind of criteria is if it's more than $5, I'm not gonna buy it. So I'm still on that Funko land.
But you go picking at the swap meets and stuff.
Yeah.
I remember that. I have vintage stuff too. Not in collection. I was intending to flip it at the time, but then you end up like just finding it, feeling like it's treasure or something, and you keep it. So I found StarCraft 64 for the Nintendo 64.
Nice.
I still hold on to it because it's worth something. I'm never gonna play it, but it's like I
don't even have a 64 anymore.
I don't even have electricity. Why am I even bothering? No.
Yeah. So I just collect, and there's a small retro gaming community and stuff, and on YouTube and stuff.
They'll pop out. I see them popping out at Frankenstein's. You ever been to Frankenstein's?
Yeah.
There's a few people there that are starting to pop up, showing their more than who usually used to be there.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be big soon. Things are gonna turn around. You can always judge where. At least I always say you can judge where the vintage video game market is by how much Mario RPG sells for. Super Mario RPG.
Yeah.
So right now we're at about what, like $50, $60?
It's 60, 65.
$60. Yeah. So the market is going up now. Before it was around
that's how
like
much
50.
it was when it first came out.
So we're leveling out.
Too.
Yeah.
That's just the cart.
Yeah, we're going back the other way. So I mean, brand new. Well, I love hearing about like your guys' success. And what are the plans like for both podcasts? You guys have plans for the future, live podcasts? Taking the podcast out beyond where you guys are doing it, or any other projects? I would say.
Brothers Bear. I mean, we're already live, so we got that. That
was the goal. That was the.
I mean, the other level is like I want to film more. In which now that we've done, because we have already 3 episodes. We have technically novelas. We have 3 novelas. Celebration was the first. Okay. Long Beach was the second, and the third was Kamikaze. And we're not sure which the next.
Are you gonna make prequels? Because are they gonna suck? Like
who knows? Technically, the first one's kind of like.
I know. What if you make them suck on purpose, but they end up being good in the end? Would you have to remake it again?
I don't know, man.
For continuity.
Yeah, we should, man. I mean, because like now our episode 1 is kind of like episode 1, because there's not really much to it except for the very end where we talk and we're just cracking jokes, and that's the actual funny part. Before that, it's just video of us just doing nothing really. But then the other ones, it's like the second one is actually pretty good. But that's my goal, is just to start filming more. I mean, I'll say it here. I don't know when you guys post your stuff though, but we're actually going to be shooting a mock trailer with our characters, Star Wars. So that's our plan, is to start actually using the characters more for Brothers Bear Network.
Will it be an original mock, or will it be maybe follow along the lines of one of the trailers maybe we've seen already, or is that undisclosed?
I mean, that's the tough part, because there are some stuff that we're not gonna be able to pull off.
Iconic stuff.
So we're gonna have to recreate. So it's kind of be original, but our take on it in a sense, but it's still being inspired by
like
something.
a Sweeted video.
Yeah, I was about to say, Be Kind We Won.
Be Kind We Won.
Yeah. So I
love those.
Like I know there was someone we met at Nuke the Fridge, and he was interested. He's actually been in like some stuff and all that. I'll keep that, because it's not a for sure thing, so I won't really say his name yet. But he was interested in being in it, so I was like, all right, so I got to make sure I make that connection. But he said he'll be down. And then with 88, I mean, we're just constantly rolling, but I think we're trying to make it more media to get more out there visually, because it's just our voices and pictures. You don't really see anything in it. Yeah.
It leaves a lot to be desired, especially from the beauty that you can't see now as listeners, but we're talking about 2 very cut up, buff men here.
Damn right.
6'8", 6'9".
I would say Fabio, but times 10.
Yeah.
Nice golden tan.
Yeah, it's all working for you. All right. Well, before we move on super quick, because I'm super paying attention to detail here, I noticed that you have some Lego keychains over there. And I am a Lego buff myself. And I have to inquire.
From way far over there,
I have
too.
to inquire.
Like,
smelled it.
He's been squinting at
I
those
smelt the polyurethane.
Legos.
All right. Well, this Lego here,
He's holding up a green legless Lego.
Yeah, this is the Riddler, and he completely fell apart. I just noticed him right now. One he has black. The other one is Batman Lego, and I do love Legos, but I'm very like I don't have much. I'm like scarce on like what I actually have.
All right.
I do have the whole collection of the Dark Knight Lego set.
Nice.
I have those from like I think 08. So I have them all because I had a buddy that worked at the Lego store, so they gave me 30% off. So I just bought them all. And
That's how it is.
And they're not open. Like it sucks because I wish I would have bought double of everything.
Yeah.
So it's just sitting there in boxes, and then I have the Back to the Future set. But I have 4 boxes, 1 to open and then 1 to keep closed, and then the 3 to have each individual card.
So awesome! I'm glad to have another Lego nerd in my presence. The rest of you make me sick.
Yeah, and that's all.
My credentials. My
So-
Lego Yoda
so
on my
Anthony
keys.
is holding up his keychain, which has a Lego Yoda on it.
His ears have corroded off. His face has no more paint on it. Yeah, it's head in the way of the Riddler, but the legs are not opposable, so I don't think it'll suffer the same fate. But it's good to know that I'm in good company here.
Yeah, man. Legos are pretty badass.
I want to see a Lego keychain fight right now, dude.
Well, let's talk about something that maybe the other boys might be interested in. I know somebody got to see Creed this weekend.
Oh, it was so awesome. Has
Jaime?
anyone else here seen it?
No?
No, I want to see it. I want to see it.
I want to see it, but I wouldn't be sad if you talked about it because I love Rocky. Like,
I would say it's one of the best movies of the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
It is a huge homage to the first Rocky movie.
Nice.
Almost the same setup, too.
Okay. Like, kind of, let's see. There was a movie that did a similar thing recently. You know,
Yeah, it was called Creed.
Sorry, continue. Yeah.
So it's so hard to like talk about it without saying any spoilers.
I know.
You
But you know
like-
how, and you're like the ultimate, like, I don't want to spoil anything.
No, you gotta give out that warning.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm going to say anything, gotta have.
But this will air next week,
2,
so everybody
3.
will be able to have seen it.
How far into the movie were you like, oh, right, this movie's fucking awesome?
About 2 minutes in.
Dang. So Johnny
pretty
Cage
good.
was still dying in the credits, and you were still all in.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, there's so much to talk about in this movie.
All right.
Like-
so how about I probe you and
Yes.
then
Ask questions, I'll answer.
Okay. So the synopsis is, as far as I know about it, this is about Apollo Creed's son, right? Was it an illegitimate child?
Yes.
Okay, so that tells you a little bit about his promiscuity, I guess.
Yeah, they go on Maury and everything
Okay.
and say, you are not the father. And then Apollo Creed just dances.
From the grave.
Okay, next question. How does Rocky find Apollo Creed's son? How do you know?
He doesn't.
Okay.
The son's name is Adonis, but he goes by Donnie. He goes out, he lives in L.A., but he goes out to Philadelphia
As one does.
to find Rocky, to train him.
That is so dope.
He quits his job, says,
Okay.
well, I want to go fight for real.
Okay. How old is he presumably at this age?
20s.
He's in his 20s, so he decides
he's
to quit
still
his
young,
job.
yeah.
That's a bad time to quit a job and be like, I'm going to change my life.
Yeah, he had a good job, too. He just got a raise,
Right? Oh, it's damn. See?
and he's like, nope, this isn't for me.
Spoiler alert, he gets a raise in the movie, guys.
Is this the best Rocky movie, in your opinion?
Come
Nah,
Adam, what the fuck?
That's so hard to say without, like, the nostalgia.
He just jumps right into it.
that goes to Rocky 5.
What kind of question is
That
that?
movie was horrible.
Come on, Tommy Gunn, come on.
That movie was horrible. The backyard brawl in a bar.
Touch me,
Hit me and I'll sue.
Yeah, there you go. Sue me for what? All right, the end fight scene I kind of dug, but the rest of the movie was garbage.
How long
Get up,
until
you son of a bitch, because Mickey loves you.
how long in the film until you actually see the kid in a fight? I mean, not okay. Hold on, let me rephrase that. Not a street fight, but a boxing match.
Yeah.
In the beginning. That's how it opens.
So he's already fighting is
it a
like
flashback?
It's like amateur.
Yeah.
Not in America.
What?
Oh.
Not in
Canadian.
America.
Fighting Drago, dude. He said,
No.
he ends the war.
I will crush you.
Apollo's kid, Adonis,
dies,
is
he
fighting
dies.
in Mexico. In Tijuana. He's doing those fights.
It's him and Han Cholo, dude. Like, I'm not gonna pay you right now, eh? Órale.
What do you say about my princess, Holmes?
Played by Cheech Marin.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing? I don't know. Wait, that wasn't even. Was that cheap? That was way too.
I know, dude.
Yeah, car washy for that.
I don't know what you tapped into
That
for
was
that one.
Ramon from Cars, dude.
There you go. Was it? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Was that the
Racer
Lamborghini
Ramon?
guy? Oh,
Yeah,
not seen that.
it was like the lowrider.
Oh,
the
okay,
audience,
okay.
right?
There's no way
yeah.
that would be the
The
Lamborghini.
one Latino
What
plays
would
the
a Disney
lowrider.
movie be without prejudice? Am I right?
Yeah, dude. When Oliver and Company, the Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one. That was Cheech Marin. That was
Yeah,
Cheech
that
Marin.
was.
So see, I did do it.
He's
Cheech
like, I'm a
Marin.
Chihuahua dog. Órale, con tal, güey.
Let's get these parties started.
Yeah,
That's all I remember from the.
Oliver and Company. That's a
And then
cool
Billy
guy.
Joel.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Why should I worry? Eh?
That's a
Watching
good
that
song.
work.
That is a
Why
good
should
song.
I care?
So is, what's like the one thing that Rocky kind of like does to a little bit of a give you a kick of the tribute of the old Rocky franchise? I'd say maybe the first, second movie kind of thing. Is there some-
Chickens. Chasing
Okay.
chickens.
Chasing the chickens. They do it again. It's a good little
Absolutely.
tip of the cap to the
Yep.
chickens. Nice.
What about the eggs? Did you do it?
No eggs.
Oh, man.
Stairs.
They gotta do the stairs.
It's just
I can't say.
It's a stairmaster.
I can't say.
It's a
Yeah.
stairmaster. He just never goes all the way to the top.
He's
Yeah.
too old.
Well, not him.
Hey, is
Creed.
Is Polly in it?
No.
Did
Okay,
he die of alcoholism?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
And sadness.
Is it his ghost?
Well, I can give you a job.
When he finds this is the part that kind of confused me the way you said it, and I don't know if it's gonna be because of it's a spoiler kind of thing, but you said
all right.
he doesn't go by the name Creed, or he doesn't
No.
have any name in relation to Creed.
He doesn't want to.
There it is. I think they allude to that in the
They allude to
trailer,
that, yeah.
right? And he's like,
Because he wants to be his own man. He doesn't want to
leave my
be
shadow.
presented under Apollo's shadow.
Okay.
Which is a pretty big shadow.
Yeah,
Because he's the greatest fighter of all
worked
time.
out for Mayweather.
That's true.
Is
Nobody-
there,
That's why
nobody
he's
likes
Money
boxing.
Mayweather.
is there sex in this movie?
Yes.
There are a lot of sex in this
Come
movie.
on, another question.
Not with Rocky, though. Not with Rocky. It's not.
Hey, yo,
Creed
you know,
on
you
Rock.
got
We're wasting tape on these. On,
Hey, say that again. That was so good, dude.
Hey, yo, you know, you got to bend over.
Hey, man, hold on. I got to take my blue pill right now. Hold on.
Hold on.
he's gonna break out of the
I
Matrix.
can only last 2 rounds. I'm
You
sorry.
know, it's weird. To do that voice, you have to move your jaw.
You just have to.
Hey, who could ring in that bell?
That's offensive to Sylvester Stallone's everywhere. Okay,
All those Italians.
no, just Sylvester Stallone.
Stallone.
Just all of the Sylvester Stallones.
But didn't he have a deformity as a child, and that's what kind of?
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
That's why
we
he
have to
sucked.
take that back.
Oh, well then,
right,
well then
right.
he's a hero, and you guys are monsters for calling it out.
Hey, don't make fun of me.
What at the do they do some kind of, I guess again without spoilers, do they do some kind of twist at the end that you're not gonna really see, or does it play itself out like a Rocky movie, like a Sylvester Stallone movie?
The twist is towards the end.
Okay.
It's before the final fight,
Okay.
but it just completely ruins the movie if I say anything about it.
No,
Don't
that's
do
fine.
it.
That's
No.
fine.
Can't do
I'm
it,
not.
no.
'Cause I
We
wanna
know.
see it,
yeah, we're not gonna. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying. Is there something, like because you said it follows along the same path as a Rocky movie.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily see a path, a twist path in Rocky movie.
When
you
I
just
was
see a
watching
battle.
it, I didn't see it at all.
Okay.
I didn't see follow the entire
So it
storyline.
snuck
Like,
up
hey,
on
wait
you.
a minute, this is just like the first one.
Came at you like out of the
But
darkness.
it's big.
I just want to know: does the movie end with him and and Rocky like they're gonna practice spar and then they
Yeah,
freeze?
you take that last one.
Like ding ding, and they
Ding.
go bye.
No.
In the shape that's Rocky's in, there's no way in hell that can ever happen.
So,
Hey, hold
so
on
Rocky
now.
was done fighting after with a street fight in that last movie.
Oh, he's
No,
punchy
dude.
as hell.
You forgot the
He was actually brain dead.
in the
wasn't he?
sixth one. No,
Oh,
the
yeah,
sixth
he was
one.
in
Yeah,
the
it
Balboa.
was the sixth
Balboa.
one, toe to toe.
Balboa.
Yeah.
So I've been hearing a lot of things that Stallone could actually be nominated for this movie.
Yeah.
Was his performance that good?
Well, he wrote it, dude. And
Stallone?
that
He
doesn't mean
wrote all of them,
anything.
Yeah, that doesn't mean
I think
anything
it-
at all.
no.
I'm talking about his performance.
It was emotionally just a huge roller coaster.
But because you're
with
so
his part.
you're so invested in the characters, though, right? Like they
Yeah.
build you up pretty
Well,
good.
Absolutely, because
Okay,
it's
that's
been
great.
6 movies that
That's
we've
true.
seen his life through,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then blank.
Next
And
Rocky
then-
is just the funeral. Rocky the funeral. It's just the last leg.
Rocky
His fight with
7,
Alzheimer's.
Adrian's Revenge.
This is Rocky 7, isn't it?
So
Yeah.
So are you gonna give it a review for nerdbot.com or can we kind of get
Our
like
good buddy Frankie Obi already did an article on it. I believe he gave it a 9 out of 10
Nice.
Okay.
on the Nerdbot scale.
Now, what do you give it on the Nerdbot scale?
About 9.5 out
Oh,
of 10.
He won up.
we should have had you
Yeah.
right
No,
in.
he half upped
You
him.
guys are terrible.
I half upped. I half upped. Yeah.
Based on the scale, I would because it's like the Nerdbot. Where do you guys rank as your all-time favorite film of all time?
Here we go.
What would be down the
Well,
line?
for me, it's Jaws.
Oh my
Jaws?
God.
Oh god.
Yes.
Greatest movie of all time.
For you, yeah.
Tombstone.
Tombstone,
I love
Wow.
It's
Tombstone.
really good.
That's good.
Clockwork Orange.
Clockwork Orange.
I'm gonna go with Jurassic Park.
Right
All
on.
right.
It's hard to argue with cinematic masterpiece, technological ingenuity, and 3D graphic breakthroughs.
Did you like Jurassic World?
I loved Jurassic World.
That was a fun movie.
I have the Jurassic World Legos. What do you want me to do?
What are you doing?
I bought the Legos before I saw the movie. I was already making storylines.
What am I gonna do?
What are you gonna do? You buy Lego, you can buy Lego, you gotta go to the box somebody. What are you gonna do?
You mentioned what kind of shape Rocky's in. Well, a couple days ago, there's going to be a Rambo
That
TV
and
series.
Expendables 4. Oh,
TV
yeah.
series, and it's going to star Sylvester
You mean
Stallone.
Expendables 14? I think that's what we're doing now.
He's
No, it's actually Rambo. They're going to have a TV series.
I know, but he's Expendables.
But he's going to be playing Rambo.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
dumb.
goddamn.
well,
my
you know,
understanding.
he's the same age as Mickey was in the first film.
Yeah.
He seriously is. He's the exact same age as how old Mickey was.
I mean, he looked great in
And twice as ugly.
the last Rocky movie in the Expendables.
Rambo was good. I like Rambo.
but
The
doesn't
last
he
Rambo.
take like steroids or that hormone stuff? Remember he got caught.
called
Like,
Botox.
he was
Yeah,
going
he got
through-
caught with something.
Yeah, going to
Botox.
Australia, dude.
But
What's
like,
wrong with my face, guys?
All right, well, I want to move on to another movie that came out recently. It was The Hunger Games. Mockingjay.
2.
Adam? Oh, is that 2? Oh, yeah, this
Part
is the
two.
two-part.
Part two, yeah.
Part 2.
Yeah, the quest for more money. So what did you think, Adam? You put your ass in the seat for an hour and a half?
No, it was like 2.5 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah, I actually went to that movie premiere, but I was pretty tired, so I wasn't really paying attention. I was kind of like
Wow.
half in and out of sleep.
So then it was wrong to ask you about what Mockingjay is all about. I
No,
suppose.
well, I saw it a second time.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
okay.
I went to go see it
With
the second
fresh
time.
eyes?
Yes, and then I had
Maybe
watched
inedible?
the night before, and then Spectre, and then it was time to watch the Mockingjay.
Okay.
And this time I did fall asleep in the movie.
Again?
Yeah, but it was, from what I saw, it was pretty good.
From what you saw.
So what you're saying is it's awesome.
So
it's really good beginning
Okay,
credits,
here's
guys.
what happened.
this is a new segment called From What I Can Remember. Here we go.
Here's what happened. The first time I saw it, I remember pretty good the last hour, and then the second time I saw it, I saw like all of it up until the second hour, and that's when I fell asleep. So I've seen the movie.
So can you put it all
yes,
together now?
it's all put together.
Nice.
It's
actually-
almost like a dream to him, almost.
It was. It's good. Has good like visual effects. The storyline's pretty good from what I could follow. I've only seen the first one. I haven't seen any other of those movies.
Wait, from the first one to the last one, that's like
Yeah,
Did you,
everything.
did you
missing a
Star
lot
Wars?
there.
Did you Star Wars this? You just saw me like
Machete
the
order,
last
baby.
half hour.
He's just mixing trilogies. Like at some point, Harry Potter comes in, and I don't know, Sorcerer's Stone. So give me. I need a synopsis. I need to know something about this movie, or else.
All
I don't know.
right, this chick is pretty good with the bow.
She's got
There
a long
we
nail.
go. We're
She
gonna
goes
start.
Oh
She's
yeah,
got a long
that
neck.
Lord of the Rings chick.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
enjoys pita
The
bread.
elf. The elf.
Yeah.
The elf.
No,
Joyce
yeah,
Menace.
it's a good movie. Go watch it. I give it like a 6.
Why is that good? Wouldn't that be like
Because he
average?
only got 6 minutes of real sleep in
Yeah.
there.
The
while-
rest is just really hazy.
Yeah. But yeah, it was awesome. I like Jennifer Lawrence.
All right. Well, I'm glad that you got to
That's the
experience her
6.
two
Jennifer Lawrence is a
times
6?
your size on a silver screen.
I saw
Yes.
the night before. That movie was fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, that one's
And what do
Yeah.
you remember from that movie?
I remember everything
apparently?
about
You
that
remember
movie. Yeah,
It was pretty lucid. The E was kicking in, and I don't know.
I give that movie like
Well, tell us about it first.
the whole storyline.
Yeah.
Synopsis.
spoil
This is
it.
literally my
Synopsis.
favorite
It's just-
like moment of life. Just I would spend 3 hours and like this movie, and you're like, well, you know,
That's
you
true.
know.
We play a game with Zach where it's what movies has Zach not seen. We can kind of play a game with Adam here and be like, what movies do you think Adam stayed awake through?
And this is awesome. I'm enjoying every single second
All
of
right.
this.
So what did you see? Knight Rider? What did you see?
It's called The Night Before.
All right, Night Before.
It's got Seth Rogen, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Anthony Mackie, and they're just like 3 like childhood friends that get together every Christmas,
Okay.
and they just go all out. And this one, they got like tickets to go to like some crazy like New York party. It's like where everyone who's anybody goes, and that's what the movie's about. Just drugs and raunchy comedy and just.
All right.
Well,
Dick jokes.
isn't
So
Joseph Gordon?
it's this year's coming of age.
Yeah, and actually, I think it's one of the funniest movies I've seen all year.
What did you say, Aaron? Sorry about that.
Like, well, isn't he about to have a kid? So this is like their last hurrah.
Yeah, Seth Rogen's about to have a kid.
Oh, Seth Rogen's about
I
to have a
see.
kid. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's there without a paddle, I suppose.
Yeah.
So a quick throwback
God,
to
movie.
a movie that was throwing back homages when we were talking about Rocky a little bit earlier, Jaime. Jurassic World. Threw back a lot of old little hints back to the old
Right.
movie here and there,
Yeah, we
here and
did.
there. That was a movie that came out recently. All right, well, thanks a lot for that. Thanks a lot for that half asleep review there.
Now back to your cage.
Did you
No.
did you stay awake for Clockwork Orange or what?
Yeah.
They kept his eyes open for that one.
Yeah.
Well, were you keeping your eyes open
I'm
for?
all cured
Were you
now.
keeping your eyes open for Walking Dead or?
Yeah, I saw that. It was pretty good. I liked it. I wasn't too happy with this whole season though.
It's a good show.
I,
Kind of like
I
it.
feel like
It's pretty good.
6 out of
no,
10.
I just feel like there was
From what I can remember.
maybe 3 filler episodes.
Well, what's going?
Oh.
Who knows about what's going on in Walking Dead? Aaron?
Everyone
All right,
should.
spill
There we
it,
go.
dish.
Okay.
Let's go. Throw it on the table.
Did we all see the mid-season finale?
No, I did not.
I'm behind like 2 seasons.
That's the only one I haven't
All
seen.
right, you guys get the hell out of here right now. This podcast just turned.
Where I'm at, Beth is still alive.
What?
That's where I'm at.
Wow.
Who says she's not still alive?
Right? Yeah, you're right.
Or if she ever lived at all.
We don't know.
She was a robot
She's
this whole
still
time.
She went to Philadelphia to train, dude.
Wait, but how do you guys feel about the season so far?
I like it.
They're taking their time getting to Negan.
Yeah,
need
that's
to.
what I'm saying. It's a
And
bunch of
Negan's
filler
gonna
episodes.
do some stuff.
Okay, but see, that's the thing, because sometimes maybe it might be the culture that we're in now where we gotta be fed things, but usually, like with certain movies, Star Wars is a good example. There's times in the movie where the movie breathes. So can you not count this as the series breathing a little bit from all the action,
No, because
coming at you all the time?
The last season was like that. The ending was all like really slow, and we
Dragged
finally
out.
found a safe haven, and then that they had like 4 filler episodes in that season.
So you feel like they're dragging it out rather than giving you the breathing time. It's more of a drag.
Yeah, and then the way they ended it when we started this season, it's just like it picked up right where it left off,
Okay.
and like 4 episodes were about the same day, like taking place in the same day.
Oh,
it
yeah,
was just
okay.
it was just like ugh. And then they did that whole hour-and-a-half long episode with what was his name, Morgan?
Morgan,
Yeah.
Yeah,
How he became
That was an
peaceful.
hour way too long.
Well, no, you had to figure out where the hell he's been all this time
Yeah,
and
for
what made
30
him this
minutes.
way and how he found peace. Because last time we saw Morgan, he was like, "Oh, I'm crazy.
Yeah,
as
I'm
shit.
crazy. I clear."
I clear, man. I'm gonna clear your ass. Bill Sale. All that kind of stuff.
But that's the one thing I
That
don't.
doesn't sound like the Morgan Freeman I know.
That's not Morgan Freeman at all.
Morgan.
And then there was zombies.
That's the thing I don't like about the Walking Dead TV show is in the comics, and I'm caught up with the comics.
Oh, take that, Frankie. Obi.
Yeah. So with the comics, the whole backstory is irrelevant. They never go backwards, and I think the show does that too much. Like the fact that Morgan went back, I'm like, come on, that's like one of the rules for The Walking Dead
But
is you don't go backwards.
That's a matter of content though, because if somebody went back to a comic book in that way, it would probably piss people off that they've essentially bought, the same pages of comic
Dude.
book. Whereas a movie is kind of more of or a TV show is kind of more of a flashback, I would say.
Morgan's story is really messed up. Like, I didn't read the comic books.
You sympathize with Morgan?
Like, okay, we all
You
seem
want to clear some ass?
We all,
Sympathize with ass clearing, I see.
like,
Okay.
I think his
Yeah.
wife is like the only zombie that tries to open doors.
Yeah, that part was nuts.
And I was like, okay, all right, cool. That's kind of zombies we're going to be seeing, I guess, for the rest of this
You mean they can
show.
open
But
doors?
that was only the first episode. and then his wife eats his son.
Yeah,
That's
she got
messed
him.
up, dude. And so that would make any father just like crazy as hell. So and then he had to find his peace, and that's why they went through that long hour-and-a-half episode.
Yeah,
of
but that could have been 30 minutes.
Yeah, but. No, I understand, but
When
he
Adam
was,
directs it,
I guess
it
he
will
was
be.
so messed up that he needed more time than that. He had to figure out. He didn't even know the door was unlocked. He could have got out the whole time.
Ellie the door locks.
But he's like, if he's gonna clear, if I'm a clearer, I'm gonna get through whatever I got to get to clear your ass. You know,
That should be a T-shirt.
I know.
Clear your ass.
Aaron's bringing it back, everyone.
and then he learned how to be
It's like a
Donatello.
laxative too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He learned how to be Donatello.
With that bow
And
smart.
so
with
now we know
technology.
he found peace, and if you're gonna mess with him, he'll beat you with a stick.
Hey, fun fact is the guy who did Donatello in Secret of the Ooze actually taught the
Really?
the actor that did Morgan. Yeah.
Well, see, that's pretty awesome. That's
And you
pretty
can see it.
cool.
It all connects, man.
Right there,
What?
man. Ninja Turtles and Walking Dead.
That would be an awesome comic.
Right?
Crossover, huh?
There
Fun
you go.
fact.
The Shredder's like a zombie, but he's like the king of the zombies. Or
I mean,
something.
And then the way they're dragging out the whole Negan thing, I feel like they're just gonna introduce him like in the last episode.
Oh, for sure.
No. They did a preview for it on Talking Dead. They did a preview for the next episode, the mid-season
Premiere? Yeah, that's premiere.
So in
which is
February,
mid-season. Yeah, February. I think it's Valentine's Day.
Oh,
14th.
nice.
nice way
Follow.
to find
But
love.
they
Eat your
mentioned
hearts out.
they mentioned Negan in the clip that they showed.
Yeah.
Well,
Like-
the post-credit scene, right? I saw that on
think
Sunday.
so.
Yeah,
Like,
where they
it
pull
has-
over Daryl.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You said it. Just keep going.
No, it's all right.
You're already there.
I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking. So spoiler or not, it's just like wah wah
Never
wah
mind.
wah.
I just realized what I was saying. Never
So
mind.
Negan was
Zombies.
mentioned. We'll just say Negan was mentioned.
Well, the show is so
Okay.
like night and day compared to the comics. You really don't know who's gonna die.
Yeah,
People should have
that's
died
true.
already.
Yeah, Frankie made
and
that
people
point.
who did die should not be dead right
Yeah.
now. So, so and so, he should have died a long ass time ago, especially a few episodes ago. I'm not gonna give his name, but
Can I say
But
it?
it's a him.
yeah,
Can I-
but that's not the first time he should have fucking died.
Yeah.
So I think maybe what the comics say about this certain character, because I know how he dies in the comics. I think he might die this way because
Oh, for sure.
because he should have been dead a long time ago.
All right, put your money on the table. And
But
let's
not
go. Let's
Eugene.
do it.
Not Eugene.
Oh, that
Bitches
guy-
love
That
Eugene.
guy
So-
let me down
all right,
so bad in this
So
episode.
let's hear the bets. How many episodes do you think they will until they kill he who shall not be named? At
Last
this moment?
episode, probably.
Last. Okay.
He's such an
Yeah.
Save
important
it.
character. I
Apparently.
mean,
Because the thing is they have to build Negan, because Negan's actually worse than the governor.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
they
he's
have
the
to
worst.
build it up, and
Or so it
this
would
character's
seem.
got to go for that to happen.
Maybe.
We don't know. Could be some twists in the air.
Maybe.
No, we'll
Maybe
see if
M.
that
Night
happens.
Shyamalan got hired.
He's kind of funny.
But I don't think they're gonna go with the same way because of what happened with what's the wife's name? The way she went out.
Lori?
Remember? Yeah,
Lori,
she died during childbirth. Like, and
No,
the way
she got shot. Oh, no.
well, in the,
In the
show,
show, yeah.
they didn't do the same. They copped out in the show. I mean, in the comic was pretty badass, dude. Like she got shot in the back, she falls, crushes the baby. That's
Damn.
not what happened.
That's your definition
Spoiler
of badass.
alert.
That's a tragedy, dude. That's not badass at
That's
all.
actually-
Isn't Carol dead in the comic book also?
Huh?
Isn't Carol dead?
I don't read the comics. But
Maybe?
Yes.
I think I remember Andreas. Is she supposed to be still alive? And she's like a dead eye
Yeah.
sniper, and she's like the
Yes.
best shooter in town.
Yes.
Yeah, she's dead already.
It's a dead long time ago.
So
Yeah,
you,
all
so
time
she,
ago.
so she dies and then falls onto the infant and kills the baby.
Yeah, crushes the baby.
Nice.
They're running away from the prison, and then that's when she gets shot in the back. And that's when like she gets kind of like in the stomach. You see it all blow up like and then when she falls, she crushes the baby. And then
awesome.
that's
Yeah,
where
yeah.
like the whole phrase in that during that scene is like don't look back or don't turn back.
Yeah.
It's like when he's yelling at Carl like don't turn
Yeah.
around, don't look back because he sees that, and then that's where they die.
These are like super grim for being fun facts, you
Yeah.
guys. I don't know.
So like in the comic, what happens to a certain somebody that you guys are speaking of, I highly doubt they're gonna do that. Like
Do it
that's
that
the way he's
way?
gonna go out.
Nah.
If they do it, that's balls. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
they're not Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
They're
Frankie-
not, they don't have balls.
Frankie Ovi, who's also gets his input for Hunger Games for Walking Dead. Yeah, he loves Hunger
probably
Games.
does.
Yeah, for Walking Dead, I think he's mentioned the same thing. So it's going to be interesting to see who's right. Maybe we can have you guys back, in a future podcast, so we can see what happens and maybe we'll play back some audio and see where the bets fall.
Yeah, there
see
you
what
go.
who was
Yeah.
right. Well, I really want to thank you guys for coming and being a part of the podcast again.
Yeah, no worries.
You guys can check them out, Brothers Bear Podcast. How can they find you guys? Can you guys throw out some websites?
All right, for Brothers Bear, we're Brothers Bear Podcast on Instagram, Facebook is The Brothers Bear Podcast, Twitter is Brothers Bear Pod, and also too for the cosplay side of it, where it's aside from cosplay and all the fun adventures, it's Monkey Monsters Cosplay on both Instagram, Facebook, and it's Monkey M Cosplay on Twitter, and then 88.
88 on Instagram. It's 88MPH podcast, and then our Twitter is 88MPH pod, and we're also on Facebook
For like
too.
Neil Patrick Harris?
For 88 miles per hour.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. Back
Oh,
to
I
the-
thought,
Don't forget
I thought he said N as in like, you know,
Oh, N.
Neil.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Miles per hour podcast.
Aaron, you got some articles going up on nerdbot.com, right?
Yeah.
What do you got? You got the recent.
If they put them up in time.
I have a Jaws article that's swimming somewhere
It's
in the
floating
ocean,
around.
and Elvin doesn't
Yeah,
want to put it
it'll
up.
come on.
It's
It's
like
gonna-
10 pages
It's
long.
gonna sail to Indiana and find.
He won't tell me why he puts it up, but I will keep bugging him until he does.
It's actually out trying to train with Rocky, and it'll be back when it's ready.
Yeah,
Okay?
it's a rogue story like the Sharks. You know.
So you can check. Well, you can check out Aaron's rant that he did a little at the top of the
It's,
podcast.
yep, it's up
It is
right
on
now.
nerdbot.com. Jaime, did you get an article up at nerdbot.com?
No, not
No.
recently.
Okay. Well, make sure you check out Jaime's videos on YouTube. We're at YouTube, and then he's probably in some photos at Instagram at Nerdbot Media.
Probably doing something
He's
stupid.
doing something, holding something phallical, I'm sure. Adam, you got any reviews? I think you had a review up today.
Yeah.
What was it for?
Top 5 90s movies?
Okay,
How
there
to
you
sleep
go.
through them?
No.
The best sleeping setup.
The best 90s sleeping movies ever.
It's not gonna
Best
get.
movies to fall asleep to.
That was like the harshest burn of the cast, of
terrible,
the sleepy
terrible.
cast right there.
Fucked up.
Well, I don't
You have
think
a running gag going.
I know,
I'm gonna
right?
Fulton you.
You see what you started now? Like you become that guy
I
who
love it.
falls asleep in the theater.
But I saw it.
At least you have a fan now. Max is
love
a
it.
fan for you. well, thanks again for being here, everybody. I appreciate you being here once again. This is for Nerdbot Podcast. We are Nerdbot, nerdbot.com. We are a Nerdbot Media Company. You can find out more about us at facebook.com/nerdbotmedia. We also have a voicemail, Nerdbot voicemail, which is 626-344-2401. Maybe you have questions for the Brothers Bear guys. Maybe you have questions for Aaron. Maybe you want to find out what other movies Adam fell asleep through. But it should be
There's
pretty
not enough time.
There definitely isn't enough
enough
time
sleepy pills.
or phone data. So make sure you check us all out, and make sure you find us at Instagram at Nerdbot Media, and everything that you can find at nerdbot.com. Thanks again for listening. This is the Nerd Side of Life. Thanks.